The PFA Heroes program involved Melbourne Victory players coming to the school over a period of about 10 weeks. And what happened was that they act as mentors for some of our Year 9 and 10 students, basically learning about different values such as teamwork, respect, fair play, centering around, I guess, a soccer theme. It involved both physical elements out on the playing field, but also classroom activities as well, to help develop a bond between the students and the mentors. So what we did at Keysborough was basically, we let students know that we've got this opportunity to have Melbourne Victory players coming to the school to act as mentors. It's a leadership program as well as learning different values. Students then expressed interest, and then we selected students based on that. The way we selected students really was a mix. We had students that had a strong interest in the soccer element, but also students that had a strong interest in the leadership element as well, and just being able to be involved in something outside of the normal activities of school. Oh, look, it's a great program. I mean, at the end of the day, not all students, not all kids, I guess, are suited just to that simple classroom environment. When we introduce other activities such as the PFA Heroes program, it's just another way for students to become connected to the school. It gives them another reason, I suppose, to keep on coming to the school, and really expose them to a range of different experiences that they might not otherwise get elsewhere. Oh, look, the highlights definitely are the players. We've been fortunate enough to have most of the same players from last year coming in this year. Not just that, the relationships that develop. I mean, being a program that runs over the 10 weeks, you are able to develop, or the students are able to develop a really strong relationship with the mentors that come in. It's not just a one-off where you might see in other programs, I guess. There is a strong bond that develops. There's also key themes that are addressed in each of the lessons. So, like I said, things like teamwork and respect. The good thing about it, I suppose, that the students can then take those and incorporate it into their daily school lives as well. Look, I mean, different students benefit in different ways. Over the last couple of years, like I said, we try to get a range of students. Some students that might be slightly disconnected from the normal school environment. Once we put them into something different, as I said, it sort of gives them a different reason to come to school and helps connect them to the school a little bit better. Some examples would have been students who were becoming disconnected from the school. Maybe their absences weren't as good as it should be, but we introduced something like this, and all of a sudden, they're looking forward to coming to school, looking forward to seeing their mentors that they're seeing week in, week out. And we were getting comments from other teachers saying, oh, geez, what's been happening with this particular student? They're focusing a lot more in class, they're on time a little bit more, their attendance has improved. So that for me is a real benefit. Not to mention, I guess, when we talk about other students who might not be classified as at risk, I mean, they're still benefiting greatly from the program in terms of some of the skills and the interactions that they're benefiting from and experiencing as well. Look, the mentors have been fantastic. When we talk about the players like Roddy Vargas and Grant Brebner, we had Lee Broxham come in with us this year as well, and Matthew Kemp. Look, they always give 100% whenever they come in. They bring humour, when it's required, but they also, can talk about their personal experiences as far as respect goes and teamwork in their Melbourne Victory environment as well. But they've been very supportive of the program. They get on very well with the students respect them too. Based on that, they've been able to establish a very good rapport with all of the students in their groups. Look, the relationship definitely develops over time. Look, you can see it grow from the first session up until the very last session. Without question, the relationship grows. Obviously, in the first session, it's all new, and obviously you can't build, strong bonds in those sorts of situations. But the benefit of this program, I suppose, that because it does go over an extended period of time, relationships do form. You find out a little bit more about personal lives, and the mentors are asking the students about what's going on in their lives as well. So definitely the relationships that do develop are real. Oh, look, without question, the resources that were made available to us were, from the things that I've seen in similar programs, to me they were, of an excellent standard. Lesson plans were very thorough. In terms of describing the resources that are required, also a step-by-step guide to how the program in that session should run. The advantage though is also that we don't have to stick to it to the letter, I suppose. We can adapt it depending on the needs of our students. As far as the student resources are concerned, the diaries are excellent as well. We have made great use of those diaries as well. It's a good chance for the students to record some of their thoughts and experiences from the program too. There's a range of values that we talk about. Probably the key ones that we tended to focus on at our school that we then thought would be best able to sort of go out to the rest of the community were the values of respect. That's a key one. Teamwork. Also, fair play is related, I suppose, to that soccer element as far as FIFA is concerned. But look, definitely respect and teamwork. Look, being a multicultural school, obviously we've got a lot of different ethnicities there, and one thing we really try to instill in all students, look, regardless of whether it's in the program or not, is this idea of respect. The program, though, gives us an opportunity to make it a focus. One of the key things that we do in all the activities that we do, and something that the students can discuss with their mentors as well, to really make it a key element of what they do and what they discuss. Look, I think the uniqueness of the PFA Heroes program comes into this ideal, I suppose, that it's run over a series of sessions. It's not just a one-off where you've got players that might come in, run a skills session or whatever it might be, and then walk away. Given that this is run over a 10-week period, like I said before, relationships can develop. It just provides more of a learning opportunity, I suppose, for the students. It reinforces the themes that we discuss week in, week out. And so when they walk away from the program, I think those values that we've discussed during the program are a lot more embedded in their minds than what they would have been just on a one-off session. So the uniqueness definitely comes into this idea that it is run over an 8 to 10 week period. I'd say definitely I wholeheartedly recommend the PFA's Heroes program. It's unique, but the students do gain a lot from their experiences they have. The mentors have been fantastic as well. The resources that are available have been fantastic. So it's not as though you need to have a soccer background or a football background or whatever it might be to run the session or sessions. But the benefits that are gained, I think, from the students would definitely make it worthwhile.